Hi everyone, me and Oni, my fancy football trophy / mascot, are back again to talk about our predictions for the championship. Well, my prediction for the championship. She's just here for eye candy. Now, the championship is like one of the most difficult leagues throughout the entire Europe. I mean, it's the most hardest to get out of really because it's very competitive. Not only is it competitive, it's also very unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. Like a couple of seasons ago when Bournemouth got promoted. I mean, I don't think any of us really saw that coming until they got promoted. So, my prediction for this season is that Bristol City are going to be the surprise packages of the championship. With the way they finished last season, they sort of found a new energy and lease of life with Lee Johnson coming into the frame. Like Lee Johnson is like one of our best young managers in the game, and he seems to have an impact everywhere he goes. Like he did well at Oldham, he got Barnsley to a good position. He then went to Bristol City, and they survived relegation, and they won a lot of games under him. And I've seen them play a couple of times, and they look a lot stronger with him at the top. So I'm anticipating that they'll finish in the top half of the table. I don't think they'll necessarily challenge the playoffs, but I think they'll finish very strongly. Now for the playoffs, I'm thinking the playoffs will involve Sheffield Wednesday, Norwich City, Newcastle United, and Brighton and Hove Albion. I mean, it literally could be anyone. I mean, Burton Albion could, suddenly be in the playoffs by come the end of the season. You never know what's going to happen. Now, with the size of Newcastle and the team sheet that you see in Newcastle, on paper they're the most powerful team in the championship, but I don't think they'll necessarily win the championship. But well, I say win, but I mean be the championship champions. But I do think they could win promotion. They could win promotion via the playoffs. Norwich are also strong contenders, and I think Brighton are looking stronger every year. So I think one of these days they'll get that earned promotion. I think the top two will be Aston Villa and Derby County. Aston Villa mainly because of Roberto Di Matteo. He has experience of managing Milton Keynes Dons, of managing West Brom. So basically he's experienced when it comes to managing League One and Championship team. And it helps that he won the FA Cup and Champions League with Chelsea. So he's got a pretty impressive CV. Now Derby, so far I think Derby are like the bridesmaid of the championship. They always manage to get into the playoffs, get into strong positions, but they never quite manage to get a promotion. And I think they can go toe-to-toe with the Prem teams. Like, I've seen them over the years play Prem teams in cup competitions, and they always look really strong. And they did well under Paul Clement last year, and I think he was harshly sacked. I know they had a bad run, but just because you had a bad run doesn't mean you earned sacking, because they were still in the playoffs. But I think that with Nigel Pearson in charge and Chris Powell being his number two, I think that would lift Derby even further, and I wouldn't be surprised if they finished in the top two. I think the top two would be Aston Villa and Derby. I wouldn't like to say who will be the champions, because I really don't know. It's hard to guess. but I'm pretty confident to say that it would be between them two. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, or if you want to talk to me, comment on the below, or just chat to me on my Twitter account, Ryan Speaks Football. Me and Oni will see you next week when we give our prediction for the Premiership, and I'll give my selection for my fantasy football. See you later.